I know from experience that if I truly want to leave a better world for my daughters and for all of our sons and daughters, if we want to give all of our children a foundation for their dreams and opportunities worthy of their promise, if we want to give them that sense of limitless possibility, that belief that here in America there is always something better out there if you're willing to work for it, then we must work like never before. And we must once again come together and stand together for the man we can trust to keep moving this great country forward. My husband, our president, Barack Obama. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America.
Well, Richard Fowler is a political strategist and hosts his own radio show. He joins me from the convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, welcome, Mr. Fowler. I just want to start by asking you, also in that speech, Michelle Obama said that Barack Obama doesn't care if you're a Republican, Democrat or an independent. Will she be able to garner the support of the undecided voters with that speech? How much is what she said, how much does that matter?
Well, first, thanks for having me, and good night from Charlotte, North Carolina. I think she will be able to garner independence. I think what Michelle Obama did is she told the true story and the true essence of the president. In the second portion of the speech, he talks about how the president stays up at night reading all these letters, and he goes there and says, these people really have it hard, Michelle. And it shows that our president really cares about the American people. He really cares about you, whether you're Democrat, Republican, black, white, or LGBT. He cares about your issues, and that's the agenda he's trying to move forward here in Charlotte this week.
Michelle Obama, she also touched on the political side of things when she mentioned the divisive health care plan her husband signed into law.
When it comes to the health of our families, Barack refused to listen to all those folks who told him to leave health reform for another day, another president. He didn't care whether it was the easy thing to do politically. No, that's not how he was raised. He cared that it was the right thing to do. He did it because he believes that here in America, our grandparents should be able to afford their medicine. Our kids should be able to see a doctor when they're sick. And no one in this country should ever go broke because of an accident or an illness.
Well, Mr. Fowler, healthcare was just one of the political subjects that Michelle Obama touched on there. Does this show that the Democrats aren't backing down from any of their controversial policies?
Not at all. It shows that the Democrats are going to have a hard line when it comes to answering the claims that were made last week at the Republican National Convention. Not only does Michelle talk about health care in her speech, she also talks about the Lilly Ledbetter Act, which allows for every woman to get an equal day's pay for an equal day's work. The Democrats are going to double down on their strategy to talk about the issues that are facing the American people and the work that they've done for the middle class. And they're going to let, even though Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, they've made attacks against these parts of the president's plan, he's going to continue, and we're going to continue selling them as achievements for the middle and working class in this country. Elizabeth.
So overall, what did you make of her speech, and how much do you think it will improve support for Obama? We know that she has a higher approval rating than he does.
Well, I think that's definitely the case. And if you were here a couple of hours ago, Elizabeth, you would have seen that this crowd was absolutely electrifying. They knew, they hung onto her every word. She delivered tonight for the president. She delivered for the Democratic Party. She sold the story that they've been working on for the past 3 years. The story of the middle class, the story of the working class, the story of all Americans being one America. It's the same thing President Obama said in his convention speech in 2004. And Michelle reiterated those points tonight. And she talked about how she loves him more because she's seen his true essence of who he is as a person. And I think the American people will love him more because of that too. Once you see the accomplishments of all of the laws and the legislation that he's put into place over the past 3 years, there's no question that the independents as well as some Republicans will continue to vote for the president. He's created 4.3 million jobs, 29 consecutive months of private sector job growth, and Michelle talked about that tonight.
Thank you very much.